Have you ever stood in front of the mirror lately and thought, this isn't me anymore? The hairstyle that once made you feel confident now seems to highlight every fine line, every bit of thinning hair, even making you look older than you feel inside. You're not alone. So many women over 50 and 60 tell me the same thing. I still feel young at heart, but my reflection doesn't match. Here's the good news. With the right haircut, you can take 10 years off your look instantly. No surgery, no complicated tricks, just the perfect style tailored for you. And today, I'm sharing 12 haircuts that women over 60 are falling in love with. Some are timeless, some are modern, and at least one will make you say, that's the one, I need to try it. So stay with me until the end because your next hairstyle could be right here. You know, I often hear women say, at my age, 60, 65, maybe it's too late to change my look. And I always smile because I've seen the opposite happen so many times. I remember one lovely lady, she was 67, and she told me, I feel invisible when I go out with my daughters. People look at them, not me. But the moment we gave her a fresh cut, nothing extreme, just the right style for her face, her daughter whispered, Mom, you look like my sister. The sparkle in her eyes came back instantly. That's why I believe it is never too late to feel radiant, confident, and yes, even glamorous. And in today's video, I'll walk you through 12 hairstyles that are proven to bring that transformation. If that's the kind of confidence you'd love, stay with me, because the very first style on our list is a timeless icon of elegance. You know, I often hear women say, at my age, 60, 65, maybe it's too late to change my look. And I always smile because I've seen the opposite happen so many times. I remember one lovely lady, she was 67, and she told me, I feel invisible when I go out with my daughters. People look at them, not me. But the moment we gave her a fresh cut, nothing extreme, just the right style for her face, her daughter whispered, Mom, you look like my sister. The sparkle in her eyes came back instantly. That's why I believe it is never too late to feel radiant, confident, and yes, even glamorous. And in today's video, I'll walk you through 12 hairstyles that are proven to bring that transformation. If that's the kind of confidence you'd love, stay with me, because the very first style on our list is a timeless icon of elegance. Style #2, the layered bob. Now, if the classic bob is all about timeless elegance, the layered bob is her modern, lively sister. The magic of this cut is in the layers. Those soft, staggered cuts add movement, disguise thinning, and give your hair the fullness we often start to lose after 50. Instead of hair that sits flat and heavy, the layered bob creates natural lift, almost like a built-in volume boost. One woman I worked with in her late 50s told me, for years, I've looked in the mirror and only seen my scalp showing through. But with this cut, I finally see volume again. And you could hear the excitement in her voice. That's the kind of transformation that makes all the difference, not just in how you look, but how you feel about yourself. If you're trying to imagine it, picture this. A flat, one-length bob that just hangs. And now imagine the same bob with layers framing the cheeks, bouncing slightly as you move. It's lighter, fuller, and instantly more youthful. Pro tip, keep your layered bob between chin and shoulder length, that's the sweet spot. Too short and you lose the softness, too long and the bounce disappears. And for extra texture, a touch of highlights around the face can make those layers stand out beautifully. So, if you've been frustrated with thinning hair, this might be the game changer you need. But maybe you're thinking, what if I want to go even shorter, bolder, and completely refresh my look? Well, that's where our next style comes in. A confident cut that many women say makes them feel truly free. The modern Pixie. Style #3, the modern Pixie. If you've ever dreamed of a hairstyle that's bold, chic, and effortless all at once, let me introduce you to the modern Pixie. This cut isn't just about short hair, it's about confidence. It's low maintenance, stylish, and it makes a powerful statement. I'm ready to embrace this chapter of life with freedom and flair. One of my clients, she was 62, decided to finally take the plunge after years of keeping her hair mid-length. When I spun her around to see the mirror, she laughed and said, "I feel lighter, freer, like I've taken 10 years off my shoulders." And that's exactly what the Pixie can do. It doesn't just shorten your hair, it lifts your whole spirit. Now, here's a little secret. The fringe makes or breaks a Pixie cut. To keep it flattering and youthful, go for a soft, side-swept fringe. It softens the forehead, highlights the eyes, and gives you that modern, playful edge without looking too severe. And let's not forget the practical side. This cut takes just minutes to style in the morning. A little mousse, a quick tousle, and you're out the door looking fabulous. So, if you've been feeling weighed down, literally or emotionally, the modern Pixie might be your fresh start. But maybe you're not ready to go quite that short. Maybe you still love having some length to play with, but you want a look that's flattering and easy to manage. Well, that's where our next hairstyle shines. The shoulder-length shag, effortless, youthful, and full of movement. Style hash for the shoulder-length shag. Now, let's talk about the shoulder-length shag, a style that's playful, youthful, and surprisingly forgiving. What makes this cut special is the mix of layers and texture. It gives your hair that undone but chic look, as if you just woke up stylish without even trying. It adds movement, it frames the face, and most importantly, it works wonders if your hair has started to feel a little thin or flat. I remember one woman I met at a community event. She was 59, recently retired, and she said to me, "I want something that doesn't scream I'm trying too hard but still makes me feel alive." We tried the shoulder-length shag with soft layers and a bit of face-framing fringe. When she looked in the mirror, she whispered, "This is me, fun, a little wild but still elegant." And honestly, that moment gave me chills. Here's a tip if you try this cut. Don't be afraid of a little texture. Use a lightweight mousse or texturizing spray. Scrunch gently with your hands and let your hair air dry. The less perfect it looks, the more youthful and effortless the vibe. The shoulder-length shag is perfect if you still want enough length to tie your hair back, but also crave something modern and light. And if you've been wondering, what about curly hair? Is there a style that celebrates my natural texture? Oh yes, absolutely. That brings us to one of my favorites. The soft, curly lob, a cut that embraces curls and makes them shine at any age. Style hash 5, the soft, curly lob. All right, ladies, this one is especially for those of you with natural waves or curls, the soft, curly lob. Now, many women over 50 tell me my curls just make me look messy, so I straighten them. But let me tell you, when styled the right way, curls can actually make you look softer, fresher, and even more radiant. The lob, long bob, gives you the structure, while the curls bring the personality. I'll never forget a client named Linda, 61, who walked into my salon with her curls pulled back tight in a bun. She said, "My curls are just too much to handle." I suggested we try a soft, curly lob with layers to lighten the weight and let her curls fall naturally. When she saw the result, her eyes welled up. "I haven't worn my hair down in 15 years, she told me, "but now I finally love my curls again." Her husband later came back to thank me, saying she hadn't smiled that confidently in years. That's the power of embracing your natural beauty. Here's my tip. The key to a beautiful curly lob is hydration. Use a curl cream or leave-in conditioner to define the curls without frizz, and keep the length just above the shoulders so the curls don't weigh down. The soft, curly lob is proof that age is never a reason to hide your curls. It's the reason to celebrate them. And speaking of celebration, what if you love the idea of keeping your curls, but want something even shorter, sassier, and easier to style every day? Then you're going to love our next look, the curly Pixie, bold, playful, and full of character. Style #6 the curly Pixie. Now let's take curls in a whole new direction with the curly Pixie. If the soft, curly lob is about romance and movement, the curly Pixie is about boldness and fun. It's short, sassy, and full of personality, perfect for women who don't want to spend hours styling but still want to turn heads. I once worked with a client named Maria, 67, who had the most beautiful curls but always kept them tied back. She said, "Short hair and curls. No way it'll look like a mess." But we gave her a curly Pixie with tapered sides and a little volume on top. When she looked in the mirror, she laughed out loud and said, "I look mischievous, like I'm 20 again." Her daughter later told me that she hadn't seen her mom that playful in years. And that's what I love about this cut. It doesn't just refresh your look, it brings back that spark inside you. Here's a tip. Keep the fringe soft and slightly tousled. That way it frames your face instead of sitting heavy on your forehead. And a little curl cream is all you need. Scrunch and go. The curly Pixie is not about perfection, it's about personality. It says, "I'm confident, I'm vibrant, and I'm not afraid to show it." But of course, not every woman wants to go super short. Some still love the feeling of length, but want it to look polished, elegant, and timeless. And that's where our next hairstyle comes in. The elegant shoulder-length cut, sophisticated, versatile, and always flattering. Style #7 the elegant shoulder-length cut. Now, let's slow it down and talk about a style that so many women absolutely adore, the elegant shoulder-length cut. Why is this length so powerful? Because it's the sweet spot, long enough to feel feminine but short enough to stay manageable. It works with straight hair, waves, or even a soft curl. And it gives you versatility. You can wear it down, tuck it behind your ears, or sweep it up for a more polished occasion. I remember a woman named Carol, 65, who came into my salon with tears in her eyes. She had been growing her hair out, thinking long hair equals youth, but instead it was dragging her features down and making her look older. We cut it to shoulder length, added some layers for movement, and gave her a gentle blowout. When she looked in the mirror, she gasped, "I look like myself again, but refreshed." And the sweetest part, that evening her husband told her, "You look like the woman I fell in love with 40 years ago." Can you imagine how that felt? Here's a tip. For shoulder-length cuts, the key is shape. A blunt cut can look too heavy, so ask your stylist for subtle layering around the face. It softens your look and brings attention to your best features, your eyes, your smile, your cheekbones. This style is elegant, timeless, and versatile. But maybe you're asking yourself, what if I want something even more polished? Something that makes me feel sophisticated and chic, like I just stepped out of Paris. Well, my friend, you're going to love what's next. The French bob, short, classy, and full of character. Style #8 the French bob. Now let's add a little European flair with the French bob, a cut that's short, classy, and full of effortless charm. Unlike the classic bob, the French version is usually cut right at the jawline, often with a soft fringe. It's chic without trying too hard, just like the women of Paris who always seem stylish, even in the simplest outfits. One of my clients, Anne, 63, had always admired French actresses but thought, "That look isn't for me. I'm too old for bangs." Still, she decided to give it a try. We shaped her bob just below the cheekbones and added a wispy fringe that gently skimmed her eyebrows. When she looked in the mirror, she whispered, "Oh my goodness, I look elegant." Later, she told me her friends kept asking if she'd been on vacation because she looked so refreshed and radiant. That's the magic of the French bob. It gives you that I just woke up in Paris vibe. Here's a little tip. Keep the fringe light and airy, not too heavy. It should frame the eyes without covering them. And don't worry about making it too perfect. The charm of this cut is in its slightly undone, natural look. So if you've been craving sophistication with a playful twist, the French bob is a fantastic choice. But maybe you're someone who prefers to keep things simple, minimal, and timeless. In that case, our next style might be your perfect match. The straight, sleek lob, polished, elegant, and incredibly easy to wear. Style #9 The straight, sleek lob. Next up, let's talk about a style that radiates sophistication, the straight, sleek lob. Now, lob simply means a long bob, and when styled straight, it's polished, modern, and makes every outfit look a little more elegant. It's the kind of hairstyle that says, I'm put together, confident, and timeless. One woman I worked with, her name was Deborah, 60, always wore her hair in loose waves. She told me, I feel like my curls are starting to frizz, and it makes me look older. We gave her a sleek, shoulder-grazing lob with a subtle side part. When she saw herself in the mirror, she stood a little taller and said, This looks expensive, like I finally match the way I want to feel. And that's the beauty of this cut. It brings structure and shine, even if you've been struggling with frizz or dullness. Here's a tip. The key to a sleek lob is shine. Use a smoothing serum or a flat iron on low heat to keep the strands glossy without flattening the hair. And for an extra youthful touch, keep the ends blunt. That clean line makes your hair look fuller and healthier. The straight, sleek lob is perfect if you want minimal effort but maximum elegance. But maybe you're thinking, I want something softer, more romantic, something that moves with me. Well, then you're going to love our next style, the soft, wavy layers, feminine, flowing, and full of life. Style #10 Soft, wavy layers. Now, if the sleek lob is polished and refined, then soft, wavy layers are all about romance and movement. This style brings life back into your hair with gentle layers that create natural waves. It frames the face beautifully, adds softness to your features, and gives you that effortlessly feminine look, as if you've just come back from a seaside holiday. I had a client named Joyce, 58, who told me, straight hair makes me look too severe. I want something lighter, something that feels like me. We gave her soft, layered waves just past her shoulders. When she looked at herself, she said, This feels like my personality, warm, approachable, and fun. And the best part, her granddaughter later said, Grandma, you look like a movie star. Can you imagine how her confidence soared after that? Here's my tip. You don't need a curling iron every day. If your hair has even a hint of natural wave, use a light mousse, scrunch, and let it air dry. The layers will do the rest, giving you movement without the fuss. Soft, wavy layers are perfect for women who want to look vibrant and approachable without looking like they've tried too hard. But what if you want something with a bit more edge, something chic with sharp lines that make you stand out? Then you'll want to see our next style, the angled bob, modern, striking, and surprisingly flattering. Style #11 The angled bob. If soft, wavy layers whisper romance, then the angled bob is pure confidence and modern chic. This cut is shorter at the back and longer in the front, which creates a slimming effect for the face and even gives the illusion of a sharper jawline. It's bold, it's stylish, and it has that I mean business, but I'm still elegant vibe. I'll never forget Mrs. Carter, 61, who came to me after retiring. She said, I feel invisible at work parties, like people don't see me anymore. We gave her an angled bob, sleek, sharp, with just the right length in front. When she walked into her next reunion, one of her old colleagues told her, Wow, you look like you've just started a new chapter in your life. That's exactly what this cut does. It signals transformation. It makes you look current, sophisticated, and full of energy. Here's a pro tip. If you want the angled bob to look softer and less severe, add some highlights around the front strands. It brightens your complexion and takes years off instantly. And if you're thinking, I love chic and sharp, but what if I still want to keep my long hair? Don't worry. Our final style today is all about that. It lets you enjoy the grace of length but still keeps things youthful and modern. Let's move on to the last look, layered long hair. Style #12 layered long hair. Now, let's talk about something many women ask me. Can I still wear long hair after 60? And my answer is always, yes, absolutely. The secret is in the layers. Layered long hair keeps the beauty and femininity of long hair while preventing it from looking heavy or dragging your face down. With layers, your hair has movement, bounce, and softness. It frames your features instead of overwhelming them. One of my clients, Linda, 65, once told me, I was ready to cut all my hair off because I thought long hair made me look older. But instead, we added layers and soft caramel highlights. The moment she saw herself, she said, this feels like me again. I don't just look younger, I feel younger. And here's the truth. Age does not mean you have to give up the style you love. You just need to adapt it. If long hair makes you feel graceful, then wear it with pride. Just keep it layered, light, and healthy. So whether you're rocking a pixie, a bob, or layered long hair, the right style can make you feel like the most radiant version of yourself. Ladies, we've just explored 12 hairstyles that can make you look and feel a decade younger. But here's the most important lesson. It's not just about hair, it's about confidence. The moment you look in the mirror and smile at what you see, that's when you shine. And that shine is what your family, your friends, and the world will notice. So ask yourself, which of these styles spoke to you today? Was it the bold pixie, the romantic waves, or the timeless bob? I'd love to know. Share your thoughts in the comments because your story might inspire another woman watching right now. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss the next beauty and style tips, right here on Bold After 50. This is the place where women like you embrace elegance, confidence, and modern style without limits. Remember this, age doesn't define beauty. You do. Every time you try a new style, you're not just changing your hair, you're opening the door to a fresh, confident, radiant version of yourself. So go ahead, pick the style that makes you smile, because that smile is the real secret to looking younger. And together, here at Bold After 50, we'll keep proving that beauty only gets better with time.